Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us today on the Author Expert Series. My guest today is Laurie Gardner. She's the author of Road to Shine and the founder of Courageous You. Laurie, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Kristen.
You talk a lot about courage in your work.
Yeah.
In what ways have you been courageous?
Some would say foolhardy. I prefer courageous, absolutely. For me, and this sounds trite, but it's very true, life is short. And maybe we get a second chance at this lifetime, maybe we don't, depending on your beliefs and reincarnation or whatever, but we don't know. And so for me, every aspect, every juncture in my life has been an opportunity to choose either to take a risk, even if it feels scary, or to keep myself small. And I've done both. I've done both. And so the ways that I've been courageous, starting at a very young age, even right after college, when most other kids were traveling around Europe, maybe for a summer, or getting their job at a bank or a law firm, I turned down 3 very lucrative job offers, sat my parents down on the couch, and announced that I was going to backpack around the world by myself for a year and a half. My mom was horrified, but she got over it. And the same thing in graduate school. I just completed a graduate degree program in education, debts up to my eyeballs at that point for my education, but I wanted to reform the public school system in America. I once again turned down 4 very lucrative job offers, and I went to volunteer for free in some inner city gang high schools because I really felt strongly that I had no business telling America how to reform its schools if I hadn't been in the trenches. So all those moves took a lot of courage.
Even though other people might have said you were crazy at the time.
Have you talked to my mother?
So when people connect with you, and I'm sure that they will want to, what can they expect to experience at the end of this journey, traveling down the road to shine?
When I look at the folks who've worked with me, and if I had taken a before and an after shot, emotionally and spiritually, as well as physically, I find several common denominators. For one thing, they're really doing what they love. They never dreamed, in some cases, that they could actually create that field guide, or marry that person, or whatever the goal was. And I have to say, a lot of them are having a heck of a lot more fun in their lives as well. And they've found that purpose, they've found that authentic self. I hear from many of them that they simultaneously feel excited every day, but also grounded and at peace. And one thing that is true of all of them is that they're glowing. I mean, the Road to Shine, I picked that title for a reason. When you come into your real self and really live fully, there's a glow about folks who work with me once they've reached that point.
And you have that glow within you too, Laurie. So I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me, Kristen.